What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Thursday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt. To follow me on Twitter following a very nice 3-0 sweep of the board on Wednesday. This podcast being brought to you by our friends at Omaha Steaks and what they've got available at omahasteaks.com. The Father's Day pack, the grill pack. Dad's favorite grill pack is just $99.99, under $100. And they're going to give you, with all this meat, they're going to give you 8 Omaha Steak burgers for free with the promo code in the search bar. You're going to go to omahasteaks.com. You're going to go up to the search bar. In that search bar, you're going to put in juice. When you do that, that activates the special pricing where you guys get a ton of food. So much food that you have to go and actually take a look at it, but it's over 60% in savings here, okay? 4 bacon wrapped fillets, 4 chicken breasts, 4 pork chops, 4 these huge jumbo franks. They're enormous. Dessert, steak seasoning, and 8 free Omaha Steak burgers come with. Give Dad what he wants for Father's Day coming up. It is the Dad's Favorite Gift Package for just $99.99 plus 8 free Omaha Steak burgers when you go to omahasteaks.com. Enter the code JUICE in the search bar and you are there. omahasteaks.com. Don't wait. Type in JUICE in the search bar and order the Dad's Favorite Gift Package for Father's Day today. Okay, so quick accounting. This is right now, in my 3 years or so of doing the Daily Juice, this is the best run I've been on in one sport. I don't think I've been this consistent with a sport like I have been with the NBA. We get both NBA bets right last night. It's I'm up 20.6 units here in the NBA. 44 and 22. This is this is not some sort of lying thing here. If you've been betting the NBA, if that's the only thing you've been betting with me here since my return to the Daily Juice, you've been extremely profitable, okay? It's been very good. Baseball is now profitable. We're now up nearly 3 units betting on baseball. We've gotten some good runs there. That does not include all of what's gone on with the Pirates. The A's, but the A's got swept by the Pirates. So that's now down to 2.1 units. We're only up 2.1 on that experiment, but the A's are off today. They've got some difficult games coming up, so I feel pretty confident that we're going to get back on track with the A's here. Fading the A's, it's not going to be easy for us to get profitable, but I just think coming up down the stretch here, the A's are going to take on some really tough teams. So I just want to double check and make sure the A's are off tomorrow. Yes, they are off, so they have a day off. And then they're going to have a very tough run. They go to Milwaukee. Milwaukee is playing the Baltimore Orioles in a getaway day game today here early, okay? So I've got 1 play in hockey and 2 bets in Major League Baseball for us going on today. Let me give you the baseball bets first because the first bet is on the first game of the day. It's Dodgers and the Reds. There is so much heat about these young kids that the Reds are bringing up. It's amazing. Clayton Kershaw is starting here for the Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw, not your typical Clayton Kershaw. 7-4 with a 3.25 ERA is pretty good. However, on the road, Kershaw has a 4.7 ERA, 3-3 on the year, a 262 batting average that he has given up, opposing batting average, 7 home runs, and he's pitching in a ballpark for Cincinnati that's an absolute launching pad, 20 earned runs in 30 1/3 innings worth of work. So Kershaw is going to be good for a couple here, maybe 3-4. Graham Ashcraft is going. Ashcraft is 3-4 with a 6.64 ERA. Him at home, 8. He has an 8.49 ERA, 2-3 on the year, opposing batting average of 300, 6 home runs given up so far in 29.2 innings worth of work, 28 earned runs in 29 innings worth of work, 8.49. The total is 10. The Dodgers on the road this season, this is kind of wild, 21-9-1 to the over on the road this year for the Dodgers. Cincinnati is 18-15. 6-4 over the last 10 times to the over, but I think given that both games have gone over here in the series, it was 10.5 in game 1. We had 17 runs being scored. It was 11 in game 2. We had 14 runs being scored. It's 10 again here in game 3. Again, we're betting the over. 1.1 units down. Dodgers, Reds, over 10. Early game, okay? It's a 9:35 start time on the West Coast. It's a 12:35 Eastern time start time, so I'm giving it to you right here at the top of the podcast for that. Second bet. So the Astros are on the road here, and the Astros have been a team that I don't want to say they're being undervalued, but I like the Astros a lot. I think the Astros are a team that you have to start to pay attention to as we go because I like them a lot on the run line on the road. The Astros are 18-12 on the run line at home. The Toronto Blue Jays are 12-16 on the run line at home. Toronto has been just an absolute shell of themselves, but they've won the first two games. They won 2 of 3. Okay, they lost the first game by 7, won the second game by 4, won the third game yesterday by 1. Berrios is pitching today here, and we've got Framber Valdez going. We've got the best pitcher for the Astros going here. I'm kind of surprised it's plus 132. Now, it has a lot to do with the fact that this total was only 7.5. It's a low total. So thus, the books are saying we don't think this is going to be a game that we're going to see. But Framber has been so good on the year, 6-4 with a 2.16 ERA. And Framber against bad teams. Look at the starts against the A's. I hate to call them a bad team, but come on, Toronto is not very good. 225 earned run, 4-0 Framber on the road, 4-0 on the year, opposing batting average of 184 here on the season. Just 7 earned runs given up in 28 innings worth of work. Valdez is a better pitcher on the road than he is at home, and the Astros have to keep pace with what's happening with Texas. Texas just keeps on winning. It's remarkable. Berrios at home this year is a better pitcher, okay? 2.22 ERA, 2-1 on the year, 220 batting average, 6 earned runs in 24 and a third. You might just go and bet the under if you want, but these are Thursday getaway wonky type of days. It was a 3-2 final last night. Toronto won the game 3-2. They score runs for the most part for Framber that they've put up against some other bad teams. I just think I'm a little concerned about this being a higher scoring game than 7.5. It's like a 5-3 final and we lose. I'm a little bit concerned about that. For Framber, his last, 6-2, 6-3, last 2 starts, over, and then 2-0 under, 6-4 over. 3 of the last 4 games for Framber Valdez have just gone over, so I'm a little concerned about that. But all the games over the last 5 starts, all wins for the Astros have all been on the run line. Just going to come back here and take the plus money at plus 132. Astros run line against the Blue Jays and Valdez. Plus 132 is too good of a price here. There's too much value on that, given how good the Astros have been on the road and in Valdez starts. 5 consecutive run line victories. Let's get a 6th one here against the Blue Jays. Astros win by 2 or more at plus 132. All right, 2 baseball bets, over 10, Dodgers and the Reds. Astros on the run line at plus 132. 1 bet in hockey. I have no idea what to make of Game 3. I think Florida's going to win this game. I really do. But I don't know about it because the Golden Knights are so darn good on the road. They are so good on the road. I can't get past it. I can't just say, yeah, bet Florida to win to make it 2-1. It's not going to shock me at all. Florida's had their spirit broken. They looked cold in both games. Their defense has not been able to keep up with the offense for the Golden Knights. They keep on taking penalties. Vegas's power play is hot. Jack Eichel's been the best player on the ice. If you want to make a bet for the Conn Smythe, I think Jack Eichel is going to win it. He may win it without even scoring a goal. He's been so darn good. I know Marchessault's been tremendous, but if he stops scoring, they may look to give it to Hill. But if Hill has a couple of bad games, Eichel's right there to win the Conn Smythe. He's been so good running the offense for the Vegas Golden Knights, and Vegas loves playing on the road. I don't know how you bet against them. I think Florida wins, but I don't know how to bet against them. I'm going to be at a viewing party at Stadium Swim at Circa, the official viewing party. I'm doing my other radio on my other show, BVB, from Stadium Swim, and then we're staying to watch the game. The podcast tomorrow night is probably going to be on kind of late, by the way, just FYI, because of that reason. But it's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere in Vegas. There's a good shot that Vegas goes up 3-0. I'm not going to put it past Vegas at all to win the game. All I'm going to say is I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think the final is 3-2, so I don't mind an underplay, but I'm just going to come in with a first half under. because at home this year, the Florida Panthers were 24, 10, and 14 to the under. Now, some of those unders were 2 goals, okay? This is 1.5. But in the regular season, the Florida Panthers were a consistent team to the under in the first period. The Golden Knights on the road, however, were the exact opposite. 31, 15, and 3 to the over in the first period. Over 1.5 goals, over 2 goals. That was up 11 units. If you bet the under, you were down 15 units. So I'm definitely concerned, but I think Bobrovsky will play much better at home in the first period. He's starting. I don't expect Bob to be as bad as he's been. Bounce back game for him. My only bet's going to be the first period, under 1.5 goals for -110. I don't know who wins the game. I lean under. I lean Florida. I don't have enough conviction to bet it, to be quite honest. I'm going to kind of sit back and watch, maybe in-game it if I like it, but I'm going to come in and just take a first period under at -110, under 1.5 goals in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Okay? I like this 3-bet routine. I don't know why. It feels comfortable to me. I like the 3 bets a night. It's just sort of how I've kind of, sometimes it's 4, but most often it's 3. I think that's a good opportunity for you guys. Some of you are parlaying it. I don't like it when you guys parlay my plays, but some of you hit nicely last night. You parlayed my bets, and you had a nice night. Okay, I don't recommend doing that, but sometimes, we've been hot. We've done really well. We're up, historically speaking now, we are up, what's that? We're up 13, 14 units, somewhere in that range for historical speaking for the Golden, for us here on the Daily Juice, which is nice. But again, basketball has been so good. Hopefully I win this hockey bet because I got to rebuild the hockey play a little bit. We're only up on 3.5 units in hockey for the season. We've had such a great run in hockey, but the playoffs have been tough because the playoffs are hard. So it's hard to bet in the postseason, but we've done well. Baseball's been somewhat well. All right, 3 bets for us going here today on a Thursday. We're going over 10, Dodgers, Reds. Run line, Astros over the Blue Jays at +132 and under 1.5 goals in the first period between Vegas and Florida here in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter @SportsTalkMatt each and every morning. It is the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.